All right. Good morning, everyone. For those of you that are live and those of you that are watching this on the recording, just want to thank you for being here. Super excited about doing this 24-day Jumpstart with you all. And just wanted to share a few tips, some resources, going to go over the products. So I don't want to spend a ton of time here, but just want you to know what you have available to you to make sure that you have a successful Jumpstart. And remember, guys, one of the things with this Jumpstart is this truly is just a Jumpstart. It's not a quick fix. It is part of a healthy plan. And we'll have some tips on what to continue with going forward after the 24 days so we can truly set each other up for success. So the first thing that I wanted to do is just go over the products real quick. Now, I'm not going to go into great detail because, as you'll see, there's a lot of helpful information here on the AdvoCare website. So if you just go to advocare.com and then click on the 24-day Jumpstart banner, you'll come to this page. And when you scroll down, you'll have, there's some videos that go over the products as well. But specifically, you can click on each of these links that will explain what that product is designed to do. Okay, so speaking of the cleanse system, you have two products, and that technically three. You have the fiber drink, and then you have the herbal cleanse box, and inside that herbal cleanse box, you have a probiotic, and then you have the herbal cleanse tablets. So when you look at your journal and you see it says take your herbal cleanse tablets at night, well, it's inside the herbal cleanse box. So there's two products within that. If you haven't opened it up yet, I suggest you do that just so you can familiarize yourself with everything that's in there. But there's everything that you need for the 10-day cleanse. Okay, so you can go through each one of these items to learn more about the products. But here's what I wanted to share. For those of you who are doing the 24-day Jumpstart for the first time, sometimes that word cleanse scares people. Now, here's what I like to say is the cleanse is gentle and uneventful. All right, if you catch my drift, it doesn't make you go. It does help cleanse the system, but it makes it easier for you to use the restroom. It doesn't make you run to the restroom, so you're not going to have to take off work for 10 days. But you're going to notice an increase in energy levels from that. I mean, honestly, just within the first, I like to say, first 24 minutes, you're going to feel the difference. In the first 24 hours, you're going to know the difference. And then in the 24 days, you're going to see the difference. And it's absolutely true. If you follow the plan as it's designed, it's a healthy lifestyle plan, you're going to feel results almost immediately. So super excited about that. So again, all the information you need on the products are there. If you're on this and you haven't ordered your products yet, let me just give you some recommendations. So with the cleanse system, you have a couple options here, right? You have the unflavored that they say is recommended. Then there's the citrus, and then there's peaches and cream. Now, the reason they recommend the unflavored is because before they had the unflavored, we really only had the citrus and the peaches and cream. The citrus is real gritty, okay? So if you're the type that you can't handle pulpy orange juice, then citrus is probably not going to be your best friend. However, that's the one that I recommend. The more gritty it is, the better it is for cleansing. So that's going to be the difference between the citrus and the unflavored and the peaches and cream. So they recommend the unflavored only because it's thinner, it's not as gritty, and for most people, that's easier to handle than a gritty fiber drink. But guys, we're doing it for 10 days, all right? Suck it up, you can do it. And here's what I recommend you do. And in fact, I actually enjoy it. So it's not an issue for me. But I guess the easiest way to take it is mix it just within 6 to 8 ounces of water and then just shoot it back. I like to say it's like vodka. It's not for the flavor, it's for the effect. Okay, so get it down and then follow that up with another 8 ounces of water. Another way that you can do your fiber drink if you need it is do just about 4 ounces of regular orange juice, 4 ounces of water, put in your fiber drink, shake it up, down it, and then again, another 8 ounces of water after that. The 8 ounces of water after your fiber drink is important because fiber absorbs water. If you're not giving enough liquid in there, it's going to start pulling from other areas, just trying to get as much fluid as it can. And if you don't have enough fluid in there, it can kind of bulk you up, and you don't want that, right? So make sure you're drinking plenty of fluids with that. Some people like to mix their Spark along with their fiber drink. So there's plenty of options for you there, but I do recommend the citrus over the unflavored and the peaches and cream. Peaches and cream is similar to the unflavored, not gritty, kind of thin. It's got a great flavor, but again, for cleansing, I like the citrus. With Spark, plenty of different flavors there. The big difference between the two that you see there, so the regular Spark and then the alternatively sweetened. So with regular Spark, it's sweetened with sucralose. With the alternative, it's sweetened with stevia. So it's just a matter of preference there. Both of them are great. Both of them are going to give you the same amount of energy. And honestly, both of them don't have any impact on blood sugar levels. So either one of those be perfectly fine for you. And then same thing with the meal replacement shakes. The difference here is you have regular meal replacement shakes that have like a whey protein, which is derived from milk, but it's pretty much lactose free. It's like 99.9% lactose free. So you have a couple of different flavors there. And then you have the Advo Green. So this is more plant-based proteins. Personally, I like the Advo Greens better than the regular meal replacement shakes. I just feel like it's a cleaner meal replacement shake. So that's just what I recommend, but they're all good. And then you get another flavor of Spark that you can choose there. There are some add-on products that I do recommend. Catalyst happens to be one of those, and you can just click on continue shopping after you add that to cart. And that's going to be under weight management. Scroll down here. Oh, I didn't go over the M&S. I will do that. Okay, so Catalyst is right here. So Catalyst is branched chain amino acids, helps protect your lean muscle, helps with recovery, helps your body burn more fat without any additional stimulants. If you do need any additional fat burning and you want a little bit more energy, then we have Thermo Plus. So that's a great product to have. You also have something like Crave Check SR. If you feel like in the evening, that's typically when you crave a lot of foods, which most of us do. This is a non-stimulant product that will give you the appetite control. And then, of course, we have Carbies Plus, which Carbies Plus helps your body to better digest and use carbohydrates. So it can be used during the 24-day Jumpstart if you want. It's also there in case you're getting a little bit more carbohydrates than you probably should. It's a good product to have on hand. And then Fibotrim helps block the absorption of some fats. But again, if you're eating the right balance of carbohydrates, if you're eating the right balance of fats, these products are not necessary. They're only really there when you're going above and beyond what you should be doing, okay? So you have those. Now, going back to the 24-day Jumpstart, let's look at the M&S systems. Okay, so with the M&S systems, you have three different ones. You have M&S3, M&SC, and M&SE. The difference between those, they all have your multivitamins. So they have a component of the core health, they have a component of energy, and then they have a component of appetite control. The difference is how much of each of those do they have. M&S3 is a bigger focus on core nutrition. So it has a little bit more vitamins, antioxidants, the fish oils, and then the M&SC has a bigger emphasis on appetite control, whereas M&SE has a bigger emphasis on energy. So that's just a difference with those. Again, for those of you who are doing this for the first time, my preference and recommendation is M&S3. That's what Kylie and I are doing. Now, once we finish this, I'll show you some options of things that you can continue on. If you don't need the appetite control and energy through AdvoCare, there is another option called Core. So it has a focus on joint health along with core health. And so that's a great product as well. And then through ID Life, there are their ID Nutrition, which gives you individualized nutrition. So that's another route that you can go with your vitamin regimen after this. But for now, I recommend the M&S3. All right, so all the products, everything's there. Now let's look at some of the tools that you have available to you. All right, so down here, again, like I said, there's some videos that explain both phases, the cleanse phase and the max phase, which I like to call the lifestyle phase, because that is what we recommend you continue going on past the 24 days. So everyone should have gotten, if you already got your order and you have your transformation journal, also your handy dandy scale And this little guy is for if you have the well, if you ordered it, you got the strawberry spark, right? Comes in a tub, and then it just has a scoop. So if you have a water bottle, kind of hard to get your spark in a little water bottle top, right? So this just sits right in there, pour it in there, good to go, no mess, no fuss. So that was kind of nice that they included that. But with this transformation journal, guys, there's tons of information on here. In fact, this is one of the best journals that they've ever put together. And literally all the way up until page 53, all this is helpful tips on how to lead a healthy lifestyle. So it goes through the 5 pillars of wellness, which if you're a friend of mine on social media, you may have seen me posting the 5 pillars of wellness. You know, it all starts with nutrition. 70% of your results are tied to what you eat and what you drink, right? So we need to make sure that we understand what healthy eating is. And this journal does an amazing job of explaining that. Then we talk about exercise, you know, the importance of exercise to maximize your results. And then supplementation to fill in the gaps. And that's what, you know, a program like this is. It's really there to fill in the gaps. As you can see, as you go through those products, there's no, you know, crazy ingredient or, you know, some, I don't know, the fat burner that, you know, it's lose 10 pounds in 10 hours. No, it's a realistic approach to healthy living and getting the nutrients to your body to do what it's supposed to do, which your body naturally is designed to decrease body fat, increase lean muscle. So that's what the products are there to do. And of course, there are things like Spark that are going to give you that extra little edge, help you burn a few more calories, but also just keep your energy levels up. The higher your energy levels are, the lower your appetite is. Okay, so it's going to help control some of those cravings. So supplements are there to bridge the gap. So that's the 3rd pillar. Then we look at sleep and recovery. All right, we need to help our bodies recover from the stresses throughout the day, from the exercise that we're doing, and then also just all the things that our eyes intake and all the information that's being put into our brain. Proper sleep, at least 7 hours a day, is going to help your body organize all of that mess to help you wake up more refreshed and ready to take on the day. And then after that, we have stress reduction. And guys, stress can play a huge role in either good health or bad health. And so there's some information and helpful tips for you to learn how to kind of de-stress a little bit and maybe get rid of some of the stressors in your life. So I definitely recommend that you read through that. Don't just, you know, have this and go immediately back to your daily checklist, which I'll talk about in a second. Actually read through this. You know, it's not a big book, right? So it's not going to take you very long to go through it, but make some notes as you're going through there. You'll see some healthy swaps for foods that, you know, maybe you're eating right now, or what can I have instead of bread? There's options in here. Okay, so definitely go through that. And then towards the back again, starting on page 54, you have your journal. So you can actually write in here what you're eating so you can keep track of it. It also tells you when you should be taking your product. So for example, 30 minutes before breakfast, you're going to have your Spark and the probiotic, which is in the Herbal Cleanse box. With breakfast, you're going to have your fiber, and then you want a protein, a complex carb, a fruit, and a healthy fat. So just for a quick example for me, what I do in the morning is I have my egg whites, and then I do steel cut oats, and in my steel cut oats, I put cinnamon and honey in it. But I also dice up half an apple, I throw that in there, and then crunch up some walnuts. So I have my fat, I have my fruit, I have my carb, I have my protein, everything's right there. So you have your guidelines there, and then, you know, it talks about mid-morning, making sure that you're having your snacks. Because guys, eating frequently throughout the day is going to help elevate your metabolism, keep you satisfied throughout the day, help prevent cravings. So ideally, you're eating within an hour after waking, and then every 2.5 to 3 hours after that, you're eating something. So again, everything's in there, and also has a little area for you to write down how much water you're taking in. And speaking of water, so obviously plain water counts as water, but so does tea, so does coffee, so does your Spark. The only thing that I don't recommend that you count as part of your fluid intake is going to be the fluid that goes with your fiber drink, and then also the meal replacement shake. Okay, but everything else counts as water. Don't worry about that whole dehydrated thing. The the old saying was, well, anything that has caffeine actually dehydrates you, and that's not true. If you take a caffeine pill, yes, it acts as a diuretic. That can dehydrate you because there's no water taken with it. But when you're mixing something, let's just say Spark, that has 120 milligrams of caffeine, along with 8 to 10 ounces of water, you are not going to get dehydrated. Okay, that amount of caffeine is not going to negate that 8 to 10 ounces of water that you're drinking along with it. So again, it goes all the way through. Day 11 starts your max phase or the healthy lifestyle phase. So it goes through all of that. And also there's areas in there for you to write down how long you slept that night, how you feel. And all those things are important for overall results. Okay, and the reason for that is, let's say, writing down what you're eating. You want to know how you feel throughout the day so you can look back and say, oh, you know what? This is the reason I didn't feel so good, or this is the reason I felt great. I mean, I was on point with everything. All right, so use this journal. It's there for a reason. It's definitely going to benefit you. Okay, so you also you can download the PDF guide. It's exactly this, just in PDF form. So that's on the AdvoCare website. And then down here, hopefully you've seen this, but go ahead and put in your information here. So your name and your email address. What you're going to do is you're going to be able to get some emails from AdvoCare directly that are going to give you some healthy tips. So let me show you what that looks like. So over here, let's see, the first one that they send is this welcome and sample day of meals. So again, some helpful information in here, but they actually give you a couple of recipes like the protein mug cake. So you can use your meal replacement shake to make a little cake, and it really is good. So it talks about how to do that, and all it is a shake and some water. And then it gives you some ideas for snacks, for lunches. And then, and so the recipe here. One other thing that AdvoCare has that I'll bring up is renew.advocare.com. Are you on the list? Yes, I am. Actually, you know what? I think this is new. So no, I'm going to add myself. So I'm going to add myself to the list. That way, anytime that they put a new blog on there, I'll get it. So you have a couple different options here. There's articles on fitness, on health, inspirational, weight management, and then there's also nutrition. So on here, you're going to have some recipes, so different things that you can use the products with as well. So a lot of great helpful tips here, guys. If you just follow what's on here, what's in your transformation journal, use the products like they're designed, guys, you can't help but get results. All right, but also just another tool that we have access to is the Jumpstart Your Journey 2020 Facebook group page. So this is AdvoCare's group Facebook page specifically for the 24-day Jumpstart. Lots of great information on here. There are units to start. So if you're not real familiar with how Facebook groups work, units are just, hey, here's where we want you to start before you really start looking through everything here. So with the units, you just click on here, read some of these, and you'll actually see. So I've got green check marks next to them because I look through everything, but there'll be a little button over here. Once you finish reading it, you can just click done so you know that you've done that. But just some tips on how to search for things. So one of the big things here is you've got a lot of people posting, right? Well, in the discussion, let's say I wanted to look for, I don't know, just recipes. So you type in recipes, and then you're going to have any posts that have the word recipes in it. There may be some things in there that just really don't help you, but you'll see there are some things here, like this one here, that gives you some ideas for complex carbs, because a lot of people don't know what complex carbs are. So there's that. There's also some sample meal plans here. So this makes it super helpful. And you can see this one's labeled day 5, 10-day cleanse recipes. And so you can see all these things on here. Okay, that looks healthy. All right, there you go. So a lot of great tips there, guys. I'm excited to help you along with your journey. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out to me. You guys know how to get a hold of me. We also have that separate chat box on Facebook, so feel free to post messages in that. And if anybody joins you, so one of the things that you have the ability to do is on your Advocare website, when you log in, whether you're a preferred customer, distributor, or even a customer, there's a link for a 10% off coupon that you can send to friends and family. And then anytime that they place an order that's at least $50, you're going to get a $10 credit on your account. So that way, when you go to order anything else, you're going to have those credits that build up. And there's an unlimited number of credits that you can get. So, maybe you get your product for free just by sharing it with friends and family. And obviously that helps Kylie and I gather some more customers. So we'll be sure to reach out to anybody that you invite to use the products to help them and answer any questions as well. So it's not all on your shoulders for that. And you can always give us a call and get us on a phone call with them. We're happy to do that. But with that, guys, excited that you're in. Again, any questions, just reach out. And we'll be starting tomorrow. So make sure you plan today. Today is a great day to prepare your meals and get ready for your 24-day Jumpstart. I recommend having a couple days worth of meals planned ahead of time. That way you're not having to worry about, oh, what am I going to eat now? You just open up the fridge, there it is, grab it and go. So get to planning. All right, enough talking here. It's time to put in a little bit of work so that you can set yourself up for success. Talk to you guys soon and have a great day.